And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing FortressCraft Evolved Mutation series. Alright, let's see where our thread is at. Ooh, 9,600 thread. That's not bad. Alright, it is time we automate the creation of these power boosters, because we need to make some imbued machine blocks, and those things require these power boosters. So I've kind of emptied out the whole line here. So let me grab these. I should have the inventory space. Let's make sure we keep these in a decent place so I can see them. And this one, and this one. Now I need to make a Mark V, which requires, I believe, 8 Mark IVs. Yes, so I've got plenty of Mark IVs over here. Look at that, used 8. Grab it, there we go. And build you. Alright, now I've got one of each. And I don't think I need more than one. From what I recall, these are pretty fast the way they are. So we're gonna have a turbine dedicated for this process. And I think that's all we need from here. Let's head over to the land of rendering here and set this up somewhere. I've also extended the factory, so I've dug out another chunk of land. So this chunk is dug out now, and now the factory is ready to go. So I want to see if I can compact this design any. We have 5 of these things, and we're going to see if we can't make an efficient design for these as best we can anyway. So let's look at an induction charger. This should go a long ways. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So I have copper coming up right here. So I'll be able to pull this copper off and, you know, use it elsewhere. This is still going strong. We've got 5 Mark V's in here, and I've got an additional 21 on me. So yeah, I've been grabbing them as this thing, fills up. The biggest bottleneck to this whole system is this hopper right here, the nickel. The nickel is the bottleneck. Those mine carts, the freight system just cannot unload nickel fast enough over here. You can see this is the nickel right here, and it's just, one here, one there. It's just not enough. I mean, it's crazy how slow that is. Okay, so with this set up, I want to see if we can't optimize this a little bit and get all 5 of these on one forced induction. It's kind of a challenge. So if I'm going to do the Mark 1 there, I'm going to do the Mark 2 here, and then the Mark 3 here. Okay, and then the Mark 4 here, and then the Mark 5 right here. Okay. We're going to use tubes. These are pretty fast. So we're going to tube it in. We're going to go around, and then I'm going to add a nano hopper to the outside of this, and then we're going to tube it. Okay, the floatiness takes me for a loop here. I'm going to put a border around here so I can walk up. There we go. And then these are going to come out And we're going to have a nano hopper here. I don't really think I need a Mark 1 nano hopper, so I'm gonna forego that. But this one, Mark 2s, we use for other things, so I want to separate those. So here's the Mark 3. So we're gonna go out like this. I don't know if we need Mark 3s for anything, but I want to make sure we don't need any. So I'm gonna have a nano hopper out here for those. And then the Mark 4s are going to come in like this, come out, out one, and the nano hopper here. I don't know if we need any Mark 4s for anything, but we're going to separate them out. And then the Mark 5s. So the Mark 5s are going to come out, and they're immediately going to go into a 2000 slot hopper, which I don't have crafted, of course. Okay, so hopper. So there's the 500. I'm going to make a couple of these.
Crafting.
And I could actually make a 3000 and a 5000 if I really wanted to, but I don't really want to. So we're gonna leave it at that. All right, so there is the 2000 slot hopper for the Mark 5s. Now, to combine, the power combined, if we add these up, there's 50, okay, there's 150, there's 350, 750, so that's 750 power right there, and then 800 power right there. And our turbines can actually produce 1800. So there's 750 and then another 800, which is what, 1550? So that's well within the amount of power that we are able to make. So I'm not worried too much about that. But yeah, this whole system here, all of these are ready to go, and I just need to get the copper coils in here. And each one of these I can branch off and add a hopper to store or autocraft whatever I need that these things provide. Now we need power for this system, and I am thinking if we want to power this directly, let's say we do. This is the edge right here. So this is the edge. If I want to power this directly, I think right in here is probably the best bet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that in line? I think I need one more out, yeah. Okay, and then we need a hopper system for return. And so I think I'm just gonna do something like this. Okay, and then let's add that. Put a logistics hopper here, one here. This is going to be remove. This is going to be add. And then we want our turbine. If I look, yeah, we are right in line. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and now we have a straight shot right into there, which is good because I have one polished chrome lens available, so that's 1600 power. Then I can do another one and add this, and that's 1100 power. So there's plenty of power to be had here. Plenty of power. All right, now we need. So this is going to be here. I'm going to have a nano hopper right there. I'm going to switch this over because I need that to go, and then I need a nano hopper here. And then I can take this, add it in. So there is the power for this whole system, and now I need the coilers. So I think I forgot to grab them. So I'm going to fly over here. Let the whole world load really quick. I'm going to make another set. The two coilers, I wasn't sure if that was enough. So I need one more extrusion plant. I'm going to have one more coiler plant. Dun, 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 dun. And let's go here. Okay, so we're going to have... Let me grab these here. We're going to have 1, 2, no, wrong one. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, because this is the copper right here. And if I put a half hopper there, I'd be able to do this. And then these come out and then go in right here. So there is the copper coils that are used. Looks like all of these have plenty of power. So this thing is dialing down. So let's connect the copper. As you can see, this thing is still using some copper, but we're going to use quite a bit more. So we're going to pull copper out of this one here, and we're going to shove it in to this system, because this is going to be needed for the copper coils. And it's a nice compact system, a single induction charger for all 5 of these. You can see the power as they go. And this thing should be spinning up. Indeed it is. Because now we've got pretty much constant set of... Actually, look at that. These are still... It's still not full. These things are processing really fast. Okay, here's a little bit of a problem. There's not enough power in there. What is our power at? Okay, you need to improve your power. Why? Oh, there's one problem. Grab that Mark V and then set the filter. There we go. So far so good. Everything is looking pretty good here. Now we've run out of coils. So I might need another coiler. I'm gonna build a fourth on here and see if that helps keep the speed up. So extrusion plant,
Crafting.
coiler plant.
Crafting.
So first extruder, then coiler, and then down into the abyss. Keep that running. Try to get it, as fast as possible. How is our power doing? Power is doing great. And how is our turbine doing? Turbine is sitting at about 1200 power. Now maxed out, we're at 800. We're at about 1500 power per second maxed out, and that's about where we're at. So we're doing pretty good. This other laser won't really be needed because I've got the awesome lens on this one, but just in case, I wanted to make sure we had plenty to go. All right, that's actually working a lot better than I thought it was going to. That's great. I could put a hopper here too, so when the system backs up, there's a backlog. I think I might do that. I might put a huge storage hopper here. And that way there's a backup of copper coils when the system actually fills up. Because I'm going to have 2,000 Mark Vs in here. And yeah, these things are processing much, much faster than what I'm used to. I mean, they're just spitting out really fast, which is good. We're up to 100 already. Okay, now we have to look at imbued machine blocks. And if we go down here, imbued machine block assembler, we actually need 4 of these Mark V power boosters. So I want to grab 1, 2, 3 imbued machine blocks. Because we're going to need many thousands of these. So we're going to need a system to make these. So these also use the advanced machine blocks, which are... Where are those at? Those are overclocked crystals. There they are, advanced machine blocks, right here. So I can use this yellow line as sort of an indicator of kind of where the advanced machine blocks are going to be able to come in. And so right in here, I think, is a good spot for that imbued machine block assembler, wherever that may be. There it is, right there. And it only needs 15 power per second, so I'm just going to pull a little bit of power off of this. And that is an interesting... That's the top of the cargo lift right there. That's interesting. Okay, so no valid attached hoppers. Let's fix that. So this is where the advanced machine blocks will come in. And if we look... Get rid of that power thing. It needs 2 advanced machine blocks and 1 of these. So we're going to have another one of these hoppers here for those. And this is going to be a remove only. And this is going to be a remove only. Now we're going to have a huge storage hopper as add only. And then finally for the power, we're just going to beam power directly into this thing. It only needs 15 power per second. And those can do 40, so we're good on that. Now we need... oh, I can't middle click the yellow. So now we need... I think that lines up there. And that lines up where I want it there. So if we do that, and then beam that down, this will be where the advanced machine blocks come in. So we're going to push that in like that, make sure that's arrows the right way, and then wander over here. Set up right about here. Okay, and then we're going to need this to go up. Because I need to avoid that laser, so I need to offset it a little bit. And let's see if we can't get these to cooperate. Just like that, and then in like that. So there's 2,000, and then this thing is going to start kicking these out really, really fast, which will sort of kick on our entire base, but that's okay. So now we have... Now we need the power boosters. I'm not sure what the craft time is on these. I'm using tubes just because I like tubes. It looks like it's about 2 seconds. Okay. And I'm building 3 at a time? Really? Interesting. Okay. We're going to need many, many thousands of these. So I am going to set up some big hoppers.
Crafting.
So let's set up...
Crafting.
Oh, I got a plane flying overhead. I'm going to set up some 2,000 slot hoppers, and we're going to set these up to collect these machine blocks. I think we're going to need many thousands of these. So, you know. So now we have some imbued machine blocks right in here. So here, here, and here. And this whole system is going to just go crazy. There we go. So now it's going to unload these very, very quickly. Excellent. So now we have imbued machine blocks on the way. I could add another hopper over the top here, but I don't think it's needed. How are my advanced machine blocks over here faring? Are these things keeping up? What is the craft time on these? We have roughly a second on these. Yeah, roughly a second on these. So those are 2 seconds and it uses 2. So it's about even, actually. So those are 2 seconds to use 2. This is 1 second to make 1. So that works out really well. As long as, you know, my iron and my nickel and my crystal all are going strong, we're going to be doing good, except the fact that I know these things are going to be hurting for resources. We got a good backlog right now. But yeah, we're probably, you know, there's a resource here and there that we're going to need. One of the reasons I wanted to make these imbued blocks also is they are used to upgrade the mine carts. So if we look at the recipe for the mine carts, right now we're using the basics, and those can hold 25 and they're relatively slow. But we could now upgrade them to bulks, which requires a step for large. So here's a large minecart will hold 50, but the bulk minecart will hold 50 but is also fast. So we have the basic minecart, which is used in the bulk minecart, which is then upgraded further, or the large minecart, which is upgraded further using imbued blocks. So I want to get at least 200 imbued blocks to build 100 of these bulk minecarts, which is going to take, you know, a considerable amount of resources. It's going to take, you know, 750 iron gears and 400 storage hoppers to make 100 of these, and the large minecarts will then use the 200 imbued blocks. So I want to go see if we do indeed have up to 200, because then I'll be able to move a phenomenal amount of material. Oh yeah, we are up to 200 already. So right now I am looking at upgrading the whole system, which we will do next episode. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.